Russia has released what it calls detailed and conclusive evidence of a massive Ukrainian drone attack aimed at a protected presidential facility linked to Vladimir Putin. Moscow says the incident marks a serious escalation, accusing Kyiv of attempting a terrorist strike deep inside Russian territory.
Chief of Anti-Aircraft Missile Troops, Russian Aerospace Forces. In the period from the 28th to the 29th of December 2025, the Kyiv regime attempted a terrorist attack with the massive use of long-range unmanned aerial vehicles on the residence of the President of the Russian Federation in the Novgorod region.
According to the Russian Aerospace Forces, the attack began on the evening of December 28th, when air defense radar units detected aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles flying at extremely low altitudes to avoid detection.
Around 1920, on December 28th, radio technical troops detected an aerial attack using aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles operating at extremely low altitudes from the territories of the Sumy and Chernihiv regions of Ukraine.
Russian commanders say the strike involved 91 long-range drones, launched in a structured, multi-directional operation. The UAVs crossed multiple Russian regions: Bryansk, Smolensk, Tver, and Novgorod, before converging toward a single protected object in the Valdai district of the Novgorod region.
The structure of the strike, the number of air attack assets involved, and their actions from the south, southwest, and west directions directly toward the residence of the President of Russia unequivocally confirm that the terrorist attack of the Kiev regime was purposeful, carefully planned, and carried out in a phased manner.
Maps released by the Russian military show the scale of the interception. 49 drones were destroyed over the Bryansk region, 1 over Smolensk, and 41 over Novgorod, the region closest to the intended target. Air defense crews say the drones arrived in waves, an apparent attempt to overwhelm Russian defenses using saturation tactics.
The attempt to penetrate through the battle formation and overwhelm our defense proved unsuccessful. The calculation worked as expected. All targets were destroyed. The target of the UAV attack was a protected object in the Valdai district of the Novgorod region.
To support its claims, Russia also presented physical evidence. The wreckage of a downed Ukrainian Chaklun-V unmanned aerial vehicle. Military specialists say the drone carried a 6-kilogram fragmentation warhead packed with destructive elements.
As a result of the analysis of Ukrainian UAVs, one of the modifications of the Chaklun-V was identified. The combat payload of this UAV is a 6-kilogram fragmentation charge. This charge is filled with a large number of destructive elements and was intended to destroy manpower and civilian objects. Due to the impact on the tail section, this UAV remained intact. This is a rare and unique case because we have an intact combat payload filled with explosive elements weighing 6 kilograms.
On the ground, civilians say they heard Russian air defenses intercepting the drones during the night, underscoring that this was not a drill, but an active combat engagement.
I woke up in the morning because of a noise. To be honest, at first I didn't understand what was happening. I thought maybe dump trucks were working somewhere. But then it quickly became clear when I got up, and I heard the sound of rockets for the first time in my life. Such a screech. I heard it from the side of the lake. Yes.
Russia says all 91 drones were destroyed with no casualties and no damage, and that the presidential residence remained fully protected.
As a result of repelling the terrorist attack of the Kyiv regime, there were no casualties or damage on the territory of the Russian Federation. the residence of the President of the Russian Federation was not damaged.
By releasing maps, interception timelines, UAV wreckage, military testimony, and civilian accounts, Moscow is presenting what it calls a comprehensive evidence package, framing the incident as a failed but serious escalation and a direct attempt to strike at the core of Russian leadership.